Hi, welcome back, and this is part 2 of the SketchUp tutorial series. So we're going to get going with our model. Let's go have a look. Okay, so we're going to now do some rescaling of this image. So we're going to be using this to basically trace over this and create our model over the top of it. But as you can see, right now it's really small, right? So this is not the right size for an apartment. So we want to make sure that this drawing is actually a one-to-one scale representation of our design in SketchUp. So how do we do that? Well, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come over here. Let me just turn on, if I can, my highlighting tool. There we go. So we're going to choose here the tape measure tool. If you don't see the tape measure tool on your sidebar here on the left, don't worry, you can find it over here in the expanded tools. So here is my tape measure tool, and I'm going to go zoom in here. I'm going to click on this corner here. It's not going to snap or anything. I'm just going to click as close as I can to this corner, and then I'm going to zoom out and then zoom back in and choose this corner here. So this is 2663, so that's 2.63 meters, right? So 2.663 meters. So I'm going to remember that. What I'm going to do now is a bit of maths, right? And so I'm not going to do maths just kind of off the in my head. I'm going to go over here and I'm just going to type in here. I'm going to divide 10,000, which is 10 meters, right? So 10,000 millimeters or 10 meters. I'm going to divide that by the number that we just got, which was 2,663. So that's so whatever measurement that you find that when you measure the length of that wall, it ends up that you need to turn it into a wall that's, as you can see here, 6 meters plus 4 meters, which is 10 meters altogether. So we're going to do that. Oh, I totally failed there. 10 meters, so 10,000 divided by 2663. And press enter, and that'll give me a result. So this is what the scale factor that I'd have to scale it up by. So you need to you can try and work out how this works, but don't worry for now. We just want to know that this is the number that we want to scale up by. Let's just use 3.75, let's make it 6, but that's fine. So we're going to copy that, and then over here we're going to go back to SketchUp, right? That's the number that we're going to use, and we're going to use this tool here, the scale tool. So we're going to select first of all our drawing, and then we're going to use the scale tool, and we're going to go to this uniform scaling by about an opposite point. So I'm just going to click here once, right? And now I can rescale this. Right, and so you'll see that I'm not holding down the scroll key or the mouse button. I'm just using it so that I can move it like this. Now, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go down here to the bottom, as you can see here in this where it says scale. Now, I'm not going to click through or anything like that. I'm just going to start typing. So the number that I want is 3.76. And you can see that as I start typing, the scale factor is going to appear in that little scale box there. I'm now just going to press enter, and now I've rescaled my drawing. So now let's just go and check to see that I've scaled it in the right amount. So I'm going to click on this corner here, and zoom back out, and then zoom over here and see that is pretty close to 10,000 millimeters, right? So we're not going to get it exactly perfect, and that's totally fine. Really what we want to use this for is so that we don't have to kind of keep going back for measurements and things like that. Right, and so there we go. That is, that's that part of the process. So what we're going to do next is we're going to start building our walls. Maybe we might even get to doing the windows in the next tutorial. So join me for that one next.